You know, I've got that feeling again.
Which
That
feeling?
feeling that I'm gonna lose and I don't like it. Ah, so Hunter,
Yeah?
Kobe said that he didn't answer because he's tired, and that he'll try adding you tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah,
What,
he's
did
he's
my...
he's just a
Did it just
huh?
close?
Did it just close on you?
I think so.
I'm I'm in an interesting
Yeah, my game just closed on me.
situation.
So I'm now restarting the game. Let me,
I am sorry about that. Okay.
redo the volume. Okay, let's try this again, I guess. That was odd. Okay, I just invited you to lobby.
Awesome. Give me a second.
And hello to the people.
Hello. I'm a stupid.
Okay, it's still there. So that means it should be going through the stream
Okay.
again soon.
Oh yeah, Hunter.
Yeah?
Me and Curtis ended up in jazz band again, together. This would be the 4th class that we ended up in together for just this term.
Wow.
And it's like, what the heck?
Okay. What happened here now?
Curtis Wright. He was the kid that I shared every single class with the last semester of high school. And I had yet another class with him.
Oh, really? Which class is it?
Jazz combo.
Ah, well, that would make sense.
So should I join you, or are you
Not
gonna join me?
necessarily.
I had to leave because the game is getting stupid. So I'll join you.
Okay. And I will wait. I will change this back from competitive.
So what does he want to be, Alicia?
Music education major.
Ah.
So we'll have similar classes. It's
That would
funny
make
because
sense.
we already, adding jazz combos in, we have 4 classes together again.
Sounds like you have loads of fun.
It's funny too because neither of us have talked about like scheduling any classes together, and that's just how it worked out. And almost all the classes that we signed up for had other options for different teachers and different times.
How funny.
Yeah.
Well, hey, at least you've got somebody you know, right?
Yeah.
You act like it's a bad thing.
that was a not happy laugh.
Well, when you have the same teacher look at you and like forget the fact that you reintroduce.
Say he
Literally, the very first day of class, I had musicianship one, and I go to piano. And the teacher for musicianship one is the same teacher for beginning piano. And she forgot about, like, because we introduced ourselves in musicianship one, which is what we were supposed to do. And she was like, oh, you guys know each other? Oh my god. And we went through the whole spiel of, yeah, we've known each other for a long time. And then we had to go through that again in piano. And then we had to go through that again in musicianship one the next time we took it. And then we had to go over that again in piano the next time we took it. So that's where the element of, like, what the frickin' hell came in.
Sounds like fun. Oh my god.
No, I enjoyed classes with Curtis. He's awesome. But it's like, we have to reintroduce ourselves how many times before you remember our name?
Ow. Oh my god, fire hurts. Fire bad!
Hello.
No way.
Are you doing better now?
Ow.
Ghostly Squidward. Huh.
Yeah, I can go grab a weapon. Come on, there we go. I want my elite build rifle.
I don't remember how to work anything in this.
Press B to get in your weapons and stuff.
Right.
How do I do it?
Come, follow me.
How do I do it?
Follow me. Come, before I stab you.
Oh, there you go.
I'm right in front of you. Pull out your knife.
God,
Let's
that
go.
hurts.
So, oh yeah, Logan.
Yeah?
So think this will be funny for you to just hear. I'm in a class called What is a Good Society? And today we were talking about an article called Google Makes Us Stupid.
What?
What?
Yes, we were reading an article called Google Makes Us Stupid. Mind, the basis of the article wasn't just like
Alright, there's one
Google
in the other end of that tunnel.
But
you wanna
also
go get 'em.
essentially any technology that like cell phones where we can just look at the internet for things, Google where we can just look at things, automated like you know how like planes have autopilot, that type of thing. The fact that like
you just got knifed.
I don't even know how it happened either.
You let him knife you.
That sounds like some old person
forget how
bitching
bad
about
was it
technology.
Hey, Logan, Alicia.
What?
Isabel says hi.
Hello.
I say hi.
Well,
Where is she?
She's on stream.
Anyway, the funny
okay.
the way that this went down and the way it eventually went is that eventually we kind of got to the point where the article was actually talking about how most of our jobs are going to be gotten rid of through tailorization. Because there's a lot of jobs that we have, or at least that are in the world right now, that can be replaced by some form of machine or something. And there are very few jobs that are actually safe from this process. For example, like, I know the class therapists and computer engineers were one of the few in the class that we've determined are safe from it.
So even things like art and music?
Think about it. Performing. You could just write music on a program. Art's a little bit different. Art wasn't actually one that we touched at all. But, like, performing music, you could certainly replace that with just playing music through a speaker.
Yeah.
We also use doctors. Technically, like, not surgeon doctors, but, like, doctors that you meet in a doctor's office.
Medical doctors.
Sure. But, like, if you just meet them in an office, just, like, say you have a common cold and that's what you're going in there for, that could be automated. Surgeons themselves could eventually become automated.
Yeah, I guess in a way they're not wrong, but...
And this is the thing that got me, they have already found a way to automate certain psychology, or psychologists, and, like, specific ones. And they've gotten to the point where they fooled actual human beings, that they're not actually talking to a psychologist, but they're talking to a computer program.
Oh, how interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, very few jobs are safe from being tailorized or automated.
It's a bunch of frogs.
Frogs?
Yep.
Frogs?
I want to see the froggy.
They're probably evil.
I want to see the froggy.
Well, Logan, if this is Don't Starve Together, then they're definitely evil.
It's not Don't Starve Together. It's a game I'm playing called Unepic.
I want to see the frog. I want to see the frog.
To be murdered by frogs or to not be murdered by frogs. Ow, they hurt. They are evil.
No.
Aziz, I have a question.
Frogs are evil, Logan.
Yep, frogs are evil.
Lies.
Question.
Those are lies, Logan.
They're most certainly evil. They attacked me and they hurt me.
Lies.
Don't worry, Kiko will play with them and then pretend that they're not actually there. And they'll get away fine. Kiko has done that with a frog. He saw it. He played with it.
I've accidentally killed a frog before, so.
I've done that a few times.
Actually, Logan, I think you were there for that.
What?
I accidentally killed, like, something near you, and I think it was a frog.
No, I remember you...
How is everyone?
I remember one night when we were walking, or when you were walking me home, that you commented about how you never stepped on a snail before.
Or snail, yeah.
And then 10 seconds later, you stepped on a snail.
I felt
I think-
horrible.
I think that's just like irony.
Isabel asks, "How is
The
everyone?"
definition of irony.
Everyone,
Well, she
or at
knows
least
how
I
I'm
am
doing.
good.
I'm good. How's she be? I mean, I did just talk to her, but how's she be? I am absolutely useless. Well.
Yeah. I was also reading a book called The Happiness Hypothesis.
Ooh, what's it about?
Essentially, it's like this whole book about, like, what are the great ideas of society, essentially. And apparently throughout the entire book, and this is the thing that gets me about it, we're going to be staring at a metaphor about the writer and the elephant.
Ah.
The writer essentially being the conscious thought and, like, the main decision making. And the elephant... Oh god, I hope I'm... Actually, I'm going to look up the internet about this, just to double check my information.
Well, hey, you know, that works every time. Well, almost
Well,
every
the
time.
internet is
Google's
making you
ruining the world.
stupid.
It is.
I don't know.
Right.
Technically, we've got more information
The
than
elephant?
information.
Yeah, the elephant is essentially the equivalent of the id.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
And the writer has to try and control the elephant to a certain
Ooh.
degree.
Are they
That's
seriously
a-
getting into freaking Freudian psychology again?
Kind of, not really.
I heard id and I was like, Freud and bad stuff and mom fucking. No.
And what?
And Oedipus.
Hunter, that's not an
Oedipus
exaggeration. That's not an
Yeah.
exaggeration for what Freudian stuff is about.
Oh yeah, no, Hunter. Freud actually believed that the entire struggle for humanity was because every person wanted to be with their opposite gender parent, and that's
Okay,
what they
essentially-
looked for in people.
Essentially, Freud boiled down, people's need for belonging and shit down to wanting to fuck your parents.
All right then.
Yeah. Welcome to the stream, guys.
So yeah, Logan, I promise you that is not what it is. I promise you. They
It's
just, for the lack of the argument, they had to come up with something. And to the author, the writer, and the elephant made sense.
that kind of does. The writers are not usually known for being very physically strong people.
One of the ways that it started making sense to me is later in the book, or not in the book, but in an actual discussion in the class, they were talking about addicts. People, like, say someone's addicted to alcohol type of thing. The writer knows that drinking the alcohol is really,
I'm going
really
on
bad
counter.
for them. And the fact that they're over drinking is really bad for them. And they'll try and make a pact with themselves.
Should hurry and drink counter.
It's
I
too
won't drink alcohol.
What do you mean it's too late?
And then eventually the elephant will take over because they
Why'd you
really,
join
really want to drink
terrorists?
the alcohol.
I couldn't,
Does that make sense,
I
Logan?
couldn't do anything else.
Oh.
Or here. Probably gonna have to explain that whole thing again to me, because,
The multiple noises.
yeah, multiple noises, and I'm trying to focus on a game.
I'm sorry. But yeah, the way they, in class, that it made sense to me what the whole elephant and rider thing was about, because I was thinking the whole Freudian idea too at first. Is think of like an addict who is addicted to, say, alcohol or a certain drug. Okay? The writer more than likely knows that the drug or alcohol is really bad for them and that they're addicted to it and it's affecting their life negatively. So the writer in them tells them, no, we can't drink this is really bad for us, that type of idea. But eventually, if they don't try and retrain themselves by, like, only taking it in small amounts and just, like, completely stop, eventually the elephant will take over and be like, I'm going to take all the drugs or all the alcohol type of thing till the elephant wins.
Okay.
Does that just sound silly to you? Or no? Okay.
Fine. It's not exactly made to look real.
Alright.
I could honestly care less about it. This is
Alright, I sent it to her. I just
What
copy
you
and paste
said.
the messages. Read.
what you said.
Read it.
I
What?
can't. I can't, Hunter. I actually have to leave the game to do that.
Oh. You can't just alt-tab out?
I can, but do you know how long that takes me?
No, I do not.
A long time. Also, you're dead.
Hunter. Hallie, why does that take you a long time?
Because I don't do it often. I don't like it. It's the best way to
Because
put
it shouldn't take you that long.
It doesn't
It
take
honestly
a long
just
time
requires
to
thinking.
Do it. It just I don't like it.
Well, fine, I'll send
You
it
don't
to
like
you
the
on
fact that it requires thinking.
Right here, Allie.
There.
The message.
I just sent it through you on Steam, so all you have to do is shift tab.
Oh my god, it's so weird. It's echoing. No.
Dude, how is you?
Who's watching the stream? It's so echoey.
No one's watching the stream but you.
And you're hearing from both Discord and through the stream. There's my code. My access code. I need a coin. I'm a good child. I do my homework.
Allie, did you get it? Do you understand? Or did you get it?
Yeah, that sounds like a yeah. Yeah,
Something
I
else?
understand. Not something we should say on a stream.
Okay.
If Alicia wants to, or Alicia. Alicia.
Where are you at, love?
Huh?
Where are you at?
I'm staring
Hello?
at the ceiling. Like I'm staring up. It's kind of
Maybe
sad.
that would have made more sense if I told you what I was doing. I was going to the next channel over.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh,
Go
yeah.
over to a different channel. Talk. Hunter, after we finish this game, not this round, this game, can we play Don't Starve together on that one server?
Probably not, because my internet cuts out at 10.
Aww.
I'm sorry.
Well, I guess it is 9:30.
Your internet cuts out at 10?
Yeah.
His dad said it.
Why?
His dad wants him to do something productive.
Okay.
So he gets 6 hours of game time. That's, I mean, when you think about it, it's pretty good time, but
In reality, I don't get 6 hours.
you get 6 hours overall. Or, not overall, but you get a 6-hour window.
Yeah, in which I also have to do homework.
Yeah. The point is you get a 6-hour window if you have nothing else. If you're, you know, just there. So, I'm not even caring anymore about this game. I'm just playing for the fun of it. I don't even know how I did that. The good news is that my friends are pretty good at what they do. The bad news is that I'm terrible at what I do. Merp. Ooh. I heard that go off.
I'm going to see if I can do something with this. Now the question is, can I transfer Wi-Fi from my PS3 to my PC? Is that something I can do?
Try it.
I'm going to.
You're breaking the matrix here.
Because if I can figure out if I can do that.
Do you know the password to the router?
I do know the password to the router, but that's not going to help.
Well,
He blocked out my computer.
After a certain point.
Okay,
He
well
has no
that's
idea how to
a setting
unblock
in the
it.
router.
Yes.
The way that he blacklists, or, you know, essentially controls your computer is that he flicks a setting, or sets a setting in the router that blocks your computer after 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
So I suppose if you go and change that, he'll probably notice at some point.
And how would I change that in the first place?
The router setting?
Yeah.
You just flip the switch, flip it.
There's no switch on
Not
it.
an exact switch. I don't know exactly, but I do know that's a setting, or that's something that you can change in the router.
Hey, what's up, Code 6? How are you? I can always see if I can talk to my dad, see if I can get it extended. I don't know if he'll let me. You're bored already?
I'm bored. Do you want me to just run up straight and get taken out?
Why are you bored already?
Because I'm not much for first persons, remember?
Yeah.
Games tend to bore me after a little while. For some reason, I like Don't Starve Together.
Alright, I'll be right back.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go to the bathroom, so I'll be back too.
Hell.
What do you mean? We're on Discord right now.
I know, right? Dude's got walls.
You didn't even move. Hallie, are you even still there? Did Hallie leave? Are you guys still there?
No.
What happened to Hallie?
I don't know.
Hello.
Hello.
I exist again.
Welcome back.
Yeah. How is everyone doing?
Doing good.
Nice hacks, dude.
Is the Hallie and the Logan dead?
I
Yep.
don't know where Hallie
Very
is.
dead.
How did the Logan die?
I fell into a pit. Very tragic.
How deep was the pit?
About 100 feet.
Why were you going towards the pit in the first place?
There was loot on the other
Oh, okay.
side.
Oh, what type of loot?
A dagger.
Ooh, nice loot. Are you actually
Very
talking about
shiny dagger.
in-game thing? Or no?
I did actually have go to grab a dagger
Calm down.
Because this very
that
conveniently
I had
sounded
to
like your
jump
game.
across several pits to get to.
Okay. This is
I
very
did not die
convenient.
though.
This very conveniently sounded like your game. So I was like, are you talking about your game?
Oh wow, requires level 5 in daggers? Jesus fucking Christ.
Ooh. Sounds epic.
That is much higher than my maximum level. I
Yeah.
suppose that's not true. It's exactly at the maximum level of the stuff I can get.
Oh yeah.
What did
Why
I
am I
miss?
going this way? I have a shortcut.
Hallie lives.
Yeah, I told you I had to go to the
Oh
bathroom.
my god.
I left the channel.
Fuck
Oh,
off,
oh,
dude.
sorry. I guess the only person who heard that was Logan.
Thank you.
Yep.
Okay.
Ass.
And I wasn't paying attention, so.
It's just like, where is she? I don't know. I want to play Don't Starve Together right now.
Okay. Have fun.
Oh,
Anyone
man.
want to join, or am I lonely?
I can come
For
join
now,
you
you will-
for a little bit.
Or
Come join me.
Hunter will join you.
Do you want to join? Or are you good?
I am starting the process of homework.
Oh, okay. Well, have fun.
Yep.
I only have 20 minutes to play with you, though.
Ow.
That's okay. Any time is good time.
Okay.
Why do you only have 20 minutes?
Again, it cuts out at 10.
Ooh.
What cuts out at 10?
My internet.
I didn't know about this.
Oh.
Ooh, I should.
If you don't mind me asking, your dad's just getting onto you about it?
Uh-huh.
Okay.